sick.
Alright, Captain America. Build-A-Figure Mandroid Collection, Captain America, Marvel Legends Infinite Series, Marvel Now, Captain America. The third figure in this wave that I was anticipating. Here he is on the back. You know, these packages are kind of hard to stand up. They're not flat on the bottom. They're kind of like round, and then they round through the front. Kind of weird. Anyways, here it is. Here's the characters in the wave, Captain America. Now, you know, seeing this figure in Comic-Con, I was really excited. I mean, I don't care how many times they release Captain America. As long as it's a different uniform every single time, the articulation and the sculpts are, I don't care. But the problem is the paint apps. God, such a great sculpt. Great articulation. Once again, you know, like I said, it's just really hard to get a perfect figure from Hasbro. Paint apps were lost. Here's the head to the Mandroid, right? Man, I don't know. Reminds me of those Horde troops kind of deal from a.i.m. Anyways, let's pop Cap out. Get the shield out. Look at the shield. Okay, you guys are familiar with the shield. Same deal, right? Shield paint apps pretty clean. No smudges. Good. There's the peg for the back, right? And then for the wrist, flip it like so. Captain America. Look at this figure. Just a beautiful figure, man. Well sculpted. My legs came out a little warped out of the package. But, man, this has got all the articulation that we would want out of a Marvel Legends figure. You know, it reminds me of the good old Toy Biz days when everything was about articulation and sculpt. The only thing that this is missing that would have topped this figure out, this figure would have been #1 for me in this entire wave, because you guys know I'm a Cap fan, if it would have just had the wash, some paint apps, some overspray, something, man, something. But look at this head sculpt. Great head sculpt, right? And what's good about it, I'm glad it looks, a lot of people don't like the fact that it looks like the old, Steve Rogers, but I'm glad it does, so that if you want to grab your old Captain America from the first wave from Terrax, which was the unmasked, you can use that head here. You can pop this one off and use the unmasked head. And there you go. So I like that. Look at the sculpt. Well sculpted figure, man. Everything is there. Everything is there. This is old Toy Biz days right here, if you ask me. Look at this. This is better than a lot of Toy Biz's work. It really is. Great figure. But the only thing they fuck up on is paint app. They just couldn't give him a paint app and make this a perfect figure. It looks all the way up, all the way down, right, side to side. Great torso flex, right? They've been just nailing it with that. Look at that, all the way back. Paints follow through all the way in the ab and the rib cavity. Look at that. This one doesn't quite go all the way up, but that's okay. We've got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, right? And then we've got the disc peg for the hands. Here is the waist swivel. Oh, this thing snapped when I was trying to do it. It snapped. The thing was so stuck on there. I thought it didn't have a waist swivel, but I didn't care about breaking it. They're 2 per case. So yeah, that was stuck on there with some glue. So if yours doesn't twist, just twist the hell out of it. If it breaks, it's on you. Don't call me. Don't tell me it was my fault. Here's that T-joint, thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Look at this. Even got a calf swivel, right? And those good old ankle rockers, right? So it's a disc peg going into the foot. So overall, man, great sculpt, great articulation. The only flaw in this figure is they didn't give it the paint apps. And like I said, there's always something wrong. You know, there's always something missing. It would just be nice to be able to get one figure in the wave and be like, Hasbro, great job. This is perfect. But you know, this was pretty close, man. Pretty damn close. And this would have been at the top above a.i.m Soldier had it if it would have had the paint apps. But here we are. Here is a comparison. Look at the shoulders and the girth of the arms and the chest width. So he is beefier than Baron Zemo and just a tad bit taller, which is accurate. He should be taller. And they do have the wide stance, elbows straight. Knees straight, and feet planted to the ground. So there you go. So he's beefier than this body, which is right. That's supposed to be normal for this character. What I like about this Captain America too, it doesn't feel like the head is oversized. A lot of people complain about the head and stuff. It just doesn't feel that way about this cap. So really, really excited. So they plan on releasing. I mean, one thing about Hasbro is they've been really good about releasing everybody in the teams. This past year at Comic Con we saw Marvel Now, Thor. Just a lot of the characters so that you can complete your current teams. And too bad the current comics right now aren't that great of a read, because that's what makes, for me, toy collecting even more exciting, when you have a great comic to follow up with, and you can do your ACBA according to the last issue of comics that you read. Gets you excited to do stuff. But either way, I'm enjoying these figures. Great figures. Like I said, just disappointed they didn't have paint apps. Good thing is there's 2 per case. So yeah, I'll probably paint one and add the coloring and wash that it needs. Otherwise, great Captain America. Worth it. Worth the money. That's how I feel about this one. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the review, and wait for the next one. Later.